Joy 99.7 FM.
It's 1 o'clock, time for the Joy Business Report. Coming up this afternoon, Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Ghana marginally increases policy rate to 30% to help control inflation. We have details, and total mobile money transactions hit 859 billion cedis in the first half of 2023. Also, Ghana secures more than $540 million in taxes through the exports of crude oil in the first half of this year. We have these and more coming up shortly. Please stay with us. We settle for the details now. I am Beverly Broom. The Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Ghana has marginally increased its policy rates. The committee adjusted its key lending rates by 50 basis points to 30%. Addressing the media a while ago, the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, said the decision to increase the rate is part of measures to contain inflation.
In the committee's assessment, risks to the inflation profile are judged to be elevated, driven by second-round effects of food prices. Inflation has persistently hovered around 42% throughout the second quarter of 2023, even though central bank financing has been eliminated in the first 6 months of the year. Ghana's macroeconomic framework requires decisive tightening from both the fiscal and monetary side to anchor inflation expectations firmly on the declining path. Given these considerations and under the current circumstances, the committee has decided to increase the monetary policy rate by 0.5% to 30%. In the coming months, the committee will monitor closely incoming inflation data and will respond appropriately if needed should inflation persist.
You heard the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison. Away from that, total mobile money transactions reached a record of 859 billion cedis in the first 6 months of this year. That's according to data from the Bank of Ghana. This is compared with 480 billion cedis recorded during the same period in 2022. There's more in this Business Desk report.
If the trend continues, the total mobile money transactions will hit 1 trillion cedis by the end of July 2023. According to the Summary of Economic and Financial Data by the Bank of Ghana, mobile money transactions continued to go up, recording its biggest transaction of about 159 billion cedis in May. It, however, declined slightly to 149.4 billion cedis in June. The significant growth in mobile money transactions is mind-boggling because of the electronic transaction levy. Despite the growth in mobile money transactions, revenue has been well below the government's expectations. Meanwhile, total value of mobile money interoperability for the first 6 months of this year was estimated at about 16.89 billion cedis.
That was a Business Desk report. Some economic experts and micro-policy advisors in the West African sub-region have started a program to find solutions to challenges with the exchange rate systems in West Africa. The move is to support central banks in the ECOWAS region to take best practices to reform their current exchange rate regimes and economic policies. Director of Research and Economic Management at the West African Institute for Financial and Economic Management, Dr. Emmanuel Usofriye, has been explaining to Joy Business on the importance of the regional program.
This course is to help us deliberate on the challenges that we within the sub-regions we encounter as far as the exchange rate choices that we have made, the outcomes and the lessons that we have learned over the period. And in fact, some of the recent developments, especially we all know that some of our countries are faced with exchange rate challenges. So the course is to help us reconvene and rethink about our exchange rate regimes and how we can tweak these policies to ensure that we get the best out of the regimes that each of our countries are practicing.
Now to one of our headline stories, and the country secured a little over $540 million in taxes through the export of crude oil in the first half of this year. This was captured in Ghana's Petroleum Fund's report for the first 6 months. The report showed that the firm operating on the Jubilee and 10 oil field paid a little over $166 million in taxes to the states. On the other hand, surface rental charges stood at $3.4 million. Meanwhile, the Ghana Stabilization Fund and the Ghana Heritage Fund now have more than $1 billion in the country's account with the Federal Bank of New York. Moving on, the Korea International Cooperation Agency has pledged to invest $9 million to support the Ghanaian economy. The agency said it is targeting various sectors that will have a direct impact on livelihoods as well as contribute largely to economic growth. According to its senior deputy country director, his outfit is prioritizing the expansion of the agriculture and the educational sectors of the economy. He spoke to Joy Business at the Korean Knowledge Sharing Seminar at the University of Ghana.
Korea and Ghana, we had a similar economy and GDP per capita. For now, Ghana GDP per capita is $2,300. Korea is about $35,000. So we try to find like a region and how we leverage the Koreans' experience to Ghana by sharing our partnership. The government of the Republic of Korea, through the Korea International Cooperation Agency, KOICA, we will conduct the $9 million the next 5 years.
To insurance now, and the Chancellor at the University of Professional Studies, Accra, Dr. KK Sapo, is urging the government to show more interest in the insurance industry to create jobs and boost economic growth. He also wants the insurance industry players to collaborate with the government to increase coverage. He was speaking at the 2023 induction ceremony of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Ghana.
Endeavor to embrace and invest reasonably in technology in the drive to deepen penetration in the insurance industry. The insurance regulatory bodies, including your institute and the government of Ghana, should have a significant interest in deepening insurance penetration. For what reason? Because this can result in increased patronage, growth in the industry, and the prospect of job creation. Can you imagine if we get 10% penetration, the number of jobs which can be created? And maybe if I'm in government, I'll be pushing that one hard.
Now, some health facilities in the country are financially constrained in procuring medical imaging equipment such as X-ray, CT scan, and magnetic resonance imaging. To address the challenge, medical imaging giant Kasona Global Imaging Limited and Midway have collaborated to assist medical facilities in Ghana to access refurbished medical equipment from advanced countries at an affordable rate. The two companies have partnered the Private Health Facilities Association of Ghana to operate and maintain such critical medical equipment. John Chimbu is the Chief Executive Officer of Kasona Global Imaging Limited.
Mindray, as I was trying to explain, is a manufacturer of medical equipment that includes imaging equipment. And as you know, Kasona is focused on medical imaging equipment. We also wanted to showcase our collaboration and partnership with the Private Health Facilities Association. The way that I see it is, unless we can collaborate, the private sector and the suppliers of it, unless we can collaborate, it's going to be difficult, very difficult for us to achieve saturation of equipment in Ghana.
Now, for your pension tip on Money Lab, let's now hear from Kofi Poli, Chief Operations Officer of People's Pensions Trust, as he details what to look out for when choosing a pension scheme.
Hello and welcome to Money Lab. My name is Kofi Poli, Chief Operating Officer of People's Pension Trusts. We continue our pension tidbits this time around, looking at how to choose a pension scheme. To choose a pension scheme, we focus on Tier 2. Tier 2 is being run by corporate trustees, private entities. And therefore, to choose a corporate trustee, one of the things you want to do is to find out if they are in good standing with the National Pensions Regulatory Authority. 2, if the scheme being offered is registered with the National Pensions Regulatory Authority. Finally, you want to find out their investment policy, because that will affect your accrued benefits. And of course, you can also look at their services. How easy is it to get your statement of accounts? With that, we end today's episode, and in our next episode, we will look at choosing a scheme under the Tier 3. Thank you very much.
And that's the end of the Joy Business Report, brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Do follow us on all our social media pages, including LinkedIn. Does your existing salary account give you more? Is your salary in the right account? Worry no more. The EcoBank salary account is here to help you. Open an EcoBank salary account today and enjoy free life insurance, which covers temporary and permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and death. With the EcoBank salary account, you have the ability to save as you spend, free debit card, access to loans, and more. The best part is that you stand the chance to double your salary in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded from now till the end of July. So open an EcoBank salary account today by visiting an EcoBank branch or ecobank.com to open an account online for amazing benefits. Please beware of scammers who may contact you on this offer. Always visit an EcoBank branch or call EcoBank toll free on 0800 003225 for further details on the EcoBank salary account and the EcoBank Double Salary Promotion Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. My name is Beverly Broom. Ignition is next. Do enjoy.
Joy 99.7 FM.